guys, Chief here with more Matter of Murder. I was supposed to be wrapping up my recording day and immediately found myself wanting to play more of this, so I'm going to. And since I'm playing it, I'll bring you guys along for the ride. Oh no! The entertainment at country parties is often too boring for words. This is not the case in this instance. We've been treated to a delightful puzzle. Lord Pladdington has been found murdered. Okay. Fancying a snack, you occupied the evening with cucumber sandwiches and were completely unaware of tonight's ghastly events. Still, there are more disagreeable ways of spending one's time than solving a horrid crime. The authorities are expected to appear on the scene in an hour. Do hurry, as Dame Agatha Christie says. Let us exercise the little gray cells. I feel like the people that made this game are Agatha Christie's fans. Alright. What do we have book-wise? We have nothing. We got two people in here. We got one dude. He looks butlery. Let's go to the front hall and knock out two and go. After making sure nobody is watching, you audition the cricket bat. You decided the cricket bat probably wasn't the weapon. Alright, look, Lieutenant Stoutheart, what's your thing? Is writing letters to... oh, wow. To underprivileged inner-city kids. It's inspirational to them. Don Amore is with me in the dining room. He pats his flanks and smiles apologetically. Shucks, I must have left them in my other diving suit. As with the weapon. Well, it wasn't a harpoon or pneumatic spear gun. I can tell you that much. Yikes, sorry I can't help more. He took off. Alright, what's your alibi? I was like a smitten lover drowning in the beauty of the night-bloom flower. Or a night-blooming flower in the moonlit garden, murmurs the dawn. If you could call Lieutenant Stoutheart a flower in the dining room moonlit garden. Alright, so he verifies that. Dawn's taken back. I'm sorry, what did you just ask me? Your question, she is impertinent. Alright, they went elsewhere. Dr. Wiener. Ah. Upon careful examination of the pillow, you discover nothing particularly noteworthy. Why, detective? May I call you detective? The Lavoie slides a few inches closer. Oh my. Rector Qualms and I were alone in the gallery. Satisfied? Weapons aren't exactly my strong suit, detective. I've always been more of a lover than a fighter, so I'm afraid you'll have to ask someone else. Motives. This is your idea of flirtation, detective. I'd like to suggest you go somewhere, or if you go do something anatomically difficult to yourself. And the diva storms out. Okay. Alibi, the good doctor pales visibly. My, yes, of course, you. Everyone. Oh, okay. So, I'm almost determined it's Dr. Wiener. Haha. Alright, so we're hunting for information on the weapon and motive. All this cops and robbers play is very interesting, I'm sure. I have some bereaved counsel. Amor chose his words carefully. A sensitive soul like me can always tell if there is tension between people. In this case, there is outright hatred between Diva Lavoie and Lord Pladdington. Yeah, she was with him, so she's covered. Also, we're running out of time. I'm getting worried here, guys. He who cast the first stone and all that, the rector trails off. Now, where are we? Oh yes, I was in the gallery, I believe, with Diva Lavoie. Critter. Exceptionally careful, you examine the knife. Unfortunately, you notice nothing out of the ordinary. Stoutheart looks torn. Much as I'd like to talk more, something in the other room I promised to do earlier. Dang it. Right, Carrie, you examine the candlestick. Nothing's unusual. Same Lord Paddington, but there are no additional clues as to what might have happened. We're running out of places. Alright, it wasn't the gun. We might have to make a big guess here. I've got an achievement for splitting upstairs in the house. Oh. Read her justice collar minutely. People will tell you all sorts of things if you wear a collar. For instance, Lieutenant Stoutheart confessed an unrequited love for Lord Pladdington. Uh-oh. Hear the click of the door behind being locked and turn to see good Doctor fumbling distractedly with in his bag. With a grunt of triumph, he pulls a snub-nosed revolver out and aims at your head. Doctor tusks fussily. Another time I'll be forced to break my hypothalamic oath, but you were just getting too close. Yes, that's it. Far too close to the truth about me being the murderer and all that. Oh yes, too bad, really. Ah! Holding your gaze, Dr. Wheater squeezes the trigger and pulls, or inputs it into your investigation. Okay. Sucks to be us. Let's try again. Oh, different murder. Okay, this time Lieutenant Stoutheart is dead in the dining room. Apart from the raging storm outside, you notice nothing particularly unusual all evening. Still in all, cracking a murder case should be a jolly fun way to pass the time. Alright. He was in the kitchen. God's teeth, I was in the kitchen. He struggles to control his temper. He fails. With Diva la voix, you simpleton. Major lets out a low growl. You're looking to me for gossip, then very well. The staff tell me that Ambassador Wu was jealous of Lieutenant Stoutheart. Something about power or money or something. Major's mission seems to pain him. You see, I wasn't exactly a frontline officer, so I didn't see a lot of weapons being used firsthand, as it were. Alright, so it's not the dagger. It's not that. Believe me, and you can smell the sharp odor of cheap scotch on his breath as he leans in. Ambassador Wu will back me up. We were together in the trophy room, if you know what I mean. Oh my. Wait. Okay, do la voix. Why, detective? May I call you detective? Major Thomas and I were alone in the kitchen. Satisfied? Okay. So she verifies. She makes her two forefingers fight like rabid pit bulls. Lieutenant Stoutheart and Donna Moore, they hated each other. The Don pauses in his crabbed scribbling of poetry in the tiny notebook. Made me lose my metaphor. Gods, I was in the parlor with Ambassador Wu. No, it rhymes with pestiferious. Firmly in your hands and attempt to reconstruct the crown. Okay. We have two people saying they're the Investor Wu, so she's going to... Oh, he just went off. Ambassador tisks impatiently. You're wasting time, as in the wretched trophy room with that dim-witted rector qualms. Ambassador speaks plainly. Major Thomas has been seeing a psychiatrist for years, as have I, the difference being that I was never carried out in a straitjacket. Major Thomas is quite mad, you see. Okay. So... pretty sure it's Donna Moore. Okay, Donna Moore hates him. We gotta figure out the weapon, guys. I got a quick glimpse of the corpse. I'm sorry. She shakes her head mutely. I can't help you. Alright, so it wasn't the poison. We already checked the dagger, right? Yeah. Was the piano wire? She doesn't want to talk about weapons, she wants to talk about us. Oh, we need to find the weapon that's not out, don't we? Okay, so checklist. Check the cricket bat. Check the piano wire, check the pistol. Check the knife and the poison. The axe is there, so I don't think it's that. Okay, so axe, cricket bat, candlestick. I don't know where the candlestick is. That's the poker. So is the rope or the candlestick, I think. There's the candlestick. I think it was the rope. I think it was Donna Moore with the rope over... it was hatred, wasn't it? Yes. Let's give this a go. Suspects file into the room, followed by Constable Bobby, who just arrived in the scene. Steady yourself as you take everyone through the evening, or the events of the evening. When it all began tonight, Lieutenant Stoutheart was relaxing in the dining room. Rope. As the killer approached the dining room, they noticed the rope on the floor. Hatred. Killer had hated Lieutenant Stoutheart for years, the devious and diabolical murder he devised. It's down to the last detail. Who killed Lieutenant Stoutheart could have been the crafty ambassador, or is it the clever diva, the guilty party? In fact, it was. Afraid you're dead wrong on this one, Detective. The Don clutches his bouquet like a drowning man. His life jacket. I've never killed anyone. You explain how Donna Moore lied about the alibi time of the murder by claiming to have spent the evening with Ambassador. Don clenches his fists, trembling with barely suppressed rage. We've gotten away with killing Lieutenant Stoutheart if you hadn't been such a prying busybody. Always with the questions. Bully for you, Detective. Your deductive reasoning was on point. The killer has been brought to justice, and all's well that ends well. Dazzling performed. Yay! We did it! Also, I like that this changes every time. Alright, so we have solved case file 1. Next time, I'll bring you guys along for case file 2 for mute testimony. I feel like that's a clue. Like, because less is more, I was looking for the thing that wasn't there. Alrighty, so it's the end of this episode of Matter of Murder. Bye!